All right, we'll see how this works. So, other than that load concept as one of your variables to kind of think about, you should think about using volume and intensity in your workout to try and modulate some sort of change. Meaning, like volume would be stuff like how many total sets per body part or per lift, if you're a power lifter, are you doing during your week or during that little microcycle that you're working through. And things like intensity would be like how close to absolute failure are you? What kind of effort are you having during those sets? So intensity, like you can use techniques like drop sets, myo sets, um, work past failure, negatives, supersets, things like that to make things more exciting and fun. Those aren't necessarily necessary, but they can be helpful to kind of let you bust past some plateaus or some staleness. And for the volume piece, it should be a progressive increase during your training cycle or your monthly uh, mesocycle. But maybe starting off with like a minimum of 8 sets per week per body part, and then progressively working your way up each week, more sets and more sets and more sets. And if you need a deload, if you're a power lifter, sure, you need a little bit of a deload after a meso. I recommend it because if you're like me and you work pretty heavy and pretty hard, then yeah, you might need it. If you're a bodybuilder, maybe not. Um, and if you're more on the volume side of things and less on the intensity side of things, kind of like trying to stretch your body that way, you may not need necessarily a deload. You may just have to bring back your volume a smidge and then kind of ramp your way back up. So starting from 8 to 9 to 10 to 11 to 12 in a mesocycle, and then possibly deloading back to 10, and then working your way up to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then working your way back down to maybe 12. You see how we're stair stepping our way back up and down. So those are the exercise variables you should think about. Now, there's other stuff like exercise selection, which, man, I love new stuff, but if you're making gains at, I should talk about this in a different video, but if you're making gains at an exercise, man, ride the horse that got you there. Keep riding it until you get stale. That's a great way to measure your progress